Welcome to another episode of Dear Love and Lust Podcast, episode 34, holiday cuddle season. Because it's cold.
It's cold outside.
And single people struggling out here right now. That's me. I'm single people. Anyway, here's your host, Jumaine, Maine Event Brown, myself, and my co-host, the lovely Shavina, Bklyn, Shay, Richardson.
Hello.
We're here.
Yes, we are.
What is Dear Love and Lust? Dear Love and Lust shares perspectives from both a man, moi, and a woman, she, in response to submitted anonymous questions regarding love, sex, and relationships. There will also be various topics of discussions as well. What up?
What's up, Maine?
Shay was going to fight me this week.
My God, with the level of transparency, because we are real, you know what I mean? It's like we keep it a buck all the time. Mm-hmm. But Jumaine, Maine, he was sending me, subliminals.
No subliminals. I was very direct. He was
sending me subliminals, and then
very direct.
Then it was directness once I addressed him. And we got through it, though. I want to say, for not being a relationship, we had our first official little tap.
Oh, please. That was nothing.
Whatever.
I just said, you not returning my phone call seems a little wild right now.
Felt like he was my man.
I was perturbed.
Felt like he was my man. It felt like the energy was
but see, we have some business matters to take care of. We're trying to grow in the new year.
Yes, we are. And as he knows, I am extremely busy. But regardless of however I have been busy throughout the years of you knowing me, I have always responded to you, always answered you. So somebody would say something must be wrong with her. Like,
in case in point, that's why I said
sick?
This is wild right now that I'm not getting a return call or a message.
Sick? Shay had the damn flu. I was a man down. Okay?
Well, see, the other key part is this: you and your phone situation, something is up, because you talk about you left a call and voicemail.
Sure did.
I ain't getting no call.
Sure
ain't
did.
getting no voicemail.
And if
we traded screenshots and everything.
Yes.
Showed it. It was like, I
and showed
didn't get
both
the call.
That he didn't get the call, but he saw that I did call. So, and I'm like, well, who was I talking to for a minute and 44 minutes? I mean 44 seconds. Like, I literally was going in, giving him the whole breakdown of how sick I was. And I'm like, I cannot get there. I'm like, I'm gonna have to convene with you once I finish with my daughter's stuff. I'm still trying to pull her thing together. The venue done flooded. This done happened. I'm like, and I'm still trying to problem solve. It was crazy. It was like everything was happening all at one time, and I'm like,
well,
I'm
God
being
for
punk.
Messenger.
Yeah, I'm like, I am so being punk right now. Yeah,
Facebook
thank God.
Messenger is the way we communicate at this point in time.
And let me tell you what is another funny part about what he's talking about.
What?
So my phone. This phone is completely cracked. Okay, so everybody says I have a punk phone. I have 3 phones, and basically ain't none of them working properly because I am hard on phones. Like, I drop them. I have a case, and then I take the case off because it's irritating me. Then then the phone ends up magically just dropping. Right, so. The suggestion was that I get a case for this iPad. So I said, I'm going to do it because clearly I'm not okay with electronics, okay? And something's happening in the world that people are trying to communicate with me, but, it's just not happening. So if you happen to be calling me on my iPhone, which was the 221 number, and I haven't responded to you, it's not because I don't mess with you no more. I can't see that you're calling. So I'm so and was so busy because of the school stuff at the university.
You got
So
mad beef with mad people right now. You
I
don't
do.
even know it.
I do.
They
I
walking
believe
past
it.
you funny like,
She ain't even answer me. Yeah. No, I have not taken the time to go to Apple to do anything to get the phone fixed.
I mean, how could you? 40 jobs,
That's a fact. That is a whole fact.
102 hours a week,
That's a fact.
work week.
Yes. But now, I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better with my time management and how, I'm just trying to do better, especially since I'm going to be a grandmother. So,
Hush.
I'm excited about that.
Shout out to baby girl.
Yes. Shout out to my little
Bklyn
one.
Shay is going to be a grandmother.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I cannot. So I have been out of the limelight because I have been making sure my daughter's straight and her, it's been good to kind of just not be present for certain things. So yeah, in some instances.
So when you go holiday shopping, you might as well just go to the fix-it shop and just take care of that screen. Cause
yeah, my daughter, she's like, "Mom, what do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, didn't once mention the phone. Ain't that something? And that's because I talk to people all day, every day, that it's like the phones are just secondary. Even the coordinator for her baby shower was like, "Shay, you are too much of a professional woman to have a jacked up phone like that." I said, "You know what? Gone, girl. Gone, girl."
That ain't nothing.
Shout out to
that
Stephanie.
ain't nothing but pimping right there. That's how she keeps her phone up and it looks like it ain't ringing.
Like, shout out to Angel's Blessing. She did a phenomenal job. Shout out to Peggy and Cherie. They have a new location venue on Albany Shaker Road, 492 Albany Shaker Road. They just opened up on December 10th. Was their first event, and we were their first event. And, little hiccups here and there or whatever. Not for them, but, just overall. Because my daughter was late, this, that, and the third. But shout out to them for being professionals the way that they are, that, they understood what was going on. And, much love to them and respect. So shout out to the wonderfulness going on at 492 Albany Shaker Road. So y'all want to hit them up for a venue, hit them up.
Yeah, we stay
Absolutely
having sponsors with no sponsored dollars.
Feel free, they will sponsor us. Okay, give us a shout. Okay, the women will do it. Okay, I don't know about the men, but the women will do it.
It's all good. We support black business.
Yes, we do.
And black business supports us.
Abso-freaking-lutely. So you got a lot of good stuff here.
Yeah, a couple things.
A lot of goodness.
A couple questions.
So we are going with the cuddle season, and I've been seeing your posts, but here and there,
What posts? I didn't post anything.
Yeah, you post about? You post a couple of things, where I saw Laura respond to you and say, just give it time. Like, it's just like, give it time, man. Your person is there.
I'm not worried.
I know you're not, because you had enough.
What you trying to say?
And I'm with you on, on so many levels. I correlate with this beautifulness that you be feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because it's work. It's work to be in a relationship. It's work to not be in a relationship. It's work to date. It's work just in general when you have boundaries and you have, clear. It's a clear definition in your head of what you want and how you want things to be.
We're going to tap into that a little bit later.
Yes, we are. So I just be here for the whole process of it all. You know what I'm saying? I really do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I say I shouldn't be saying that no more. Like, I'm here for it all.
No, I'm not here for it all.
I'm not here for it all.
What's for me.
Yeah, I think I need to rephrase how I'm saying, like, hashtag, I'm here for it all. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because I don't want the bullshit. Okay?
Not at all.
Point blank, period. All right. So, what we doing right now?
You want to start the first one?
I can go in if y'all ready to go in. Let's get it. And what we would like to say, a disclaimer?
We are not experts. We're just two people who've been through some
shoot. Okay? So, please understand it. Absolutely. Wow. Okay? I'll get my life together over here. I got to take a sip behind that.
Why does yours look lighter than mine?
Because I put some juice in my stuff. That's what it was. That's what it was. All right, let's see what we got. Maine.
First question.
First question out the gate. Is it possible to understand someone or a situation too much? What?
That was a question that was put under my post today.
Is it possible?
By a familiar friend. Shout out PV.
Really? Okay. We disclosing people now. All right.
Well, it was on the comments. I said if you want it anonymous, you send a message. If
you did say that. You did say that. I got you.
Put it on the comments.
Okay. So, is it possible to understand someone or a situation too much? In reference to what?
I wish this was live because I need more context on this question.
Yes, I do. Me too. Because I'm like, and I love the fact in this new season that we be so much on point with each other. So I absolutely need more because I'm like, this could go anywhere.
My assumption, because I'm not an expert.
What was the post?
It was underneath the...
Just underneath the Dear Love? Okay.
I said, anybody got questions? We filming, we recording today.
Okay.
And that was one that came up. And I would guess what is happening is, and it may not be his particular situation, it might be anybody else.
Come on.
But when you are in a relationship and you do know a lot about the other person and they vice versa as well, and maybe there's a level of predictableness that occurs where you would think you know somebody too much because you know exactly what or how they're going to do something.
All right.
So that's one idea that popped in my head when I saw that question. And then the other thing is a fear of happiness.
Okay.
Why I say a fear of happiness? Imagine like everything's so good. You know each other. You vibe each other. You connecting with each other. Nah, something ain't right.
The people that look for toxicity. Yeah.
They look for issues because they're so used to having issues.
Correct. That's what I mean by that. Absolutely. So is it possible to understand someone or a situation too much? So to dive in to answer the question first, I would say yes. That is possible to understand someone entirely too much. And an example for me with this particular situation would be like always being so readily understanding when shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you instead of addressing it, you kind of brush it under because you're so understanding. And you're so understanding of that person's shortcomings that you overlook certain things. You know what I mean? So when you start doing that, then that means that you're not genuinely being your authentic self because you're allowing that person too much leeway.
Interesting.
In the process. So if we look at it from a dear love and lust standpoint and understanding a person or situation too much, sometimes people take your kindness for weakness and they do too much. So yeah, I would say it's possible, and I have fallen absolutely victim to those things where I have been, and you've checked me on it before, too giving, too understanding, and too available for people.
Yeah, you used to have a Rolodex of excuses for people.
I didn't have excuses for people. Please take that off the table. No, I did not. I was operating from a place of love and from my heart. Okay? Period. So, thank you. Let's get it, Maine.
Fine.
Say and call it what it is. We have had
but...
plenty of those conversations with Maine. Like, if you don't get your shit together, you're doing too much.
A little bit.
Whatever. You check me very well. So, it's all good.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Except for this weekend. But go on now. When it was rightfully so, it was. So yeah, I mean, okay. I'm gonna dive in. What you think about that, though? Does that sound?
That sounds
about right.
Interesting without the full context of what the question is about. Again, we're not experts, but our brains work.
Yeah.
And we do have thoughts and conscious ideas.
Okay.
So, Yeah, I think that to me it's the why would that be a problem? One, I think
Mm-hmm.
you kind of stated it, but other than that, what's the reach for? That's
Yeah.
my question.
Right. So
For that's my question to the question.
yeah, because you truly can get to a point where, yeah, you give to someone too much grace.
Maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
All
All
right,
right. You on to the next?
moving on.
All right. Thank you for that question, PV. All right.
Another question that
Keep them
came through.
coming.
My friend says I should adjust my standards if I want to be in a relationship. She says no one is perfect. You will have to compromise at some point regardless. Is she right? Go.
Go. I would say yes. Definitely. She is right in terms of that you will have to compromise, but it's the things that you're willing to compromise for. Is that person worth compromising for? You know, like they say, people are two perfectly imperfect people that get together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at some point, clearly, you know, nobody in this world is perfect on that type of level. So we all fallible, regardless of the fact you're gonna do something to piss that person off. That's why I'm like, please don't tell me that you know, don't ever want to piss me off, because guarantee you probably are going to do just that.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you said you're not trying to piss me off or going to piss me off, and then you do it, that means that that you're just fallible and you're a human. And the fact that you tried to say that you wasn't going to piss me off and you did, that's probably going to make me more madder than just the average bear, you know? So I think that, yeah, when you have certain standards, you can uphold them, you know, and we could use you as a prime example. You know, you have a great level of standards and you're not settling, you know?
Yeah.
So that's okay.
I have my list.
Yeah, you do. But, you know, you're not settling. And prior to me being, you know, in a committed partnership,
Oh
I
yeah.
definitely.
Congrats again. We have to remind that is the case.
That is the case.
Mm-hmm.
But prior to that, I was, you know, freelancing, and I was like, I still had standards, and I still do. Like, we're still in a court and dating stage, you know what I mean? I'm exclusively dating somebody, you know what I'm saying? So it's like there's still learning going on there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, give or take. Am I compromising? You know, because certain things, you know, may not fall in alignment with what I'm used to, but I'm willing to do that because of the context of the person's character.
True.
So it's like those moments that I'm like digressing and going backwards, you know, a little bit, backpedaling on my end, because I'm so used to the negativity and the drama. I have to remind myself he is not them. You know what I mean? So
True.
yeah. So those
Discipline.
yeah, having discipline, but it's a compromise. At
No,
the
I'm
same,
saying you
yeah.
having discipline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it is definitely a compromise because of the person. So at some point, you will.
So what's that
decide
saying that
if somebody's
women
worth
often
it.
get told? If that man wants you, he'll do what he needs to for you.
Hello. And
Vice versa.
Vice
Same
versa.
with women.
Same thing.
That woman wants you, she'll do whatever for you.
Period. And
So
yeah. So what about you for this question?
um
What you think? Is she right?
let's see. Let me reread it. My one friend says I should adjust my standards. Yes and no. Because it all depends on what type of relationship you really want.
Right.
Do you just want to be with somebody? You just want an intimate partner?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want an actual full-blown relationship, long-lasting, committed, that grows, where you share things and grow and have different, you know, leads into marriage, business collide and, you know, collaborates.
There's levels to the shit.
It's levels.
Yeah.
So if you're adjusting your standards, why are you adjusting your standards?
Right.
So you it's really just getting to the point of it really boils down to who are you and what does you represent with those standards. You know,
Right.
I've definitely had people get on me, because, I don't smoke weed. So I
But
had
you
to be
don't
more
smoke
clear.
either.
Yeah, I
So
don't
yeah.
smoke
So
cigarettes. I don't smoke
period.
weed.
So those are
So
great qualities.
I don't even hookah. No, nothing.
Right. I don't
Um,
know. I ain't gonna give up my hookah, but go on. Shout out to you
but
already know. Blowing smoke.
you know, I can chill and hang out with somebody. We can be cool. We can vibe, do what we do.
Yeah.
But when it comes to long-term relationships and marriage and so forth,
Yeah.
or committed relationships, just that, it doesn't make sense to me in my mind. You know, it's like if you're a drinker and you're wanting a long-term relationship with somebody that doesn't drink or is a recovering alcoholic.
Yeah. That's a compromise.
That's an
That's
interesting
a,
situation.
yeah,
Now,
it is.
recently, I was watching couple of interviews actually of MC Search, who's also a recovering addict, mostly from weed. I don't know if he still drinks or not. He might.
Okay.
Trying to remember if he actually did take any shots on Drink Champs. But what he was saying is he doesn't have an issue with somebody being around him doing it. It's not going to make him
Right.
per se want to do it because he has a different perspective on it. He has a different energy towards it.
Okay.
So it's not a big deal. Like smoke.
Right.
If you
But
don't
it's
smoke.
also how far out that person is because
That's
clearly
true.
somebody that's just starting out, they're not going to be, vested in trying to make that person relapse,
Right.
So, yeah.
So, there's compromise and stuff that exists. I'm not saying that it's impossible for that situation to grow and be whatever, but it
That's
just,
true.
to me, just doesn't make initial sense.
Okay.
Same with religions and belief systems and values. You're Christian, it might be challenging to be with somebody that's Jewish
Yeah.
or
Muslim.
or a Muslim.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
But love,
You know?
that love thing is something serious, boy, because we clearly have seen.
If you're polyamorous and the other person is monogamous, like,
Yeah.
how's that really gonna work? So there's all different levels and so forth. So it all depends on what you as a person is calling your standards and how that is for you.
So yes and no, basically.
Basically.
Okay. So you feel for yourself, and please, when y'all see this, chime on in. Do you feel that your standards are too high?
Mm-mm.
No, you right on point. You're not deviating or
Are you-
checking off a list or doing something a little different.
See, I'm not even doing that anymore. Here's what's happening for me personally. So we start down. If there's a spark or an interest, right? Boom. You get to know the person.
Right.
As you get to know the person, you can say yes or no to certain
Right.
things. The problem with us is we like microwaves, instant. You know what I mean? Especially, if you got high sex drive and all that, you trying to see what's happening, what's popping.
Okay.
Right? Most people.
Most people, not I, but most people.
But, so a lot of people, if that works,
yeah.
you automatically say, okay, we can make this work. But there's a whole other layers.
It is because
It
is because if I'm not stimulated mentally, because I am more intrigued and engaged with somebody's mental capacity and how they can move me in that way versus the sex. Like the sex, it's important, but it really is, for me, it's second nature. It's like, all right, you got to get me to a point where this is some romance shit. Like I'm on this wave where you ain't got to buy me the most expensive things. You ain't got to go do this. I need the romance. And that's the part where we was talking about the dating. And I'm like, okay, so courtship is dead. People don't buy people flowers no more. Like you ain't trying to really, surprise somebody and plan shit. Because when you're a planner and you're always doing stuff, I don't want to think about it. Whisk me away somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, those are the things for me that matter. So that is what is going to get me hot and bothered. You know what I mean? So people thinking that they want to sling their little dingaling around and like that is doing something. It's not doing anything, because you can sleep with anybody. Okay? Like we have proven that factor. All right? But it's like, what else are you bringing to the table? So if you're talking about, okay, no, you're not compromising, you're not settling or anything like that, and this young lady is saying like, hey, at some point you're going to have to compromise on something, it depends on what that thing is. Because it's like, if that person checks off all your boxes, that person is vested, you could see the growth potential, you could see where it's going. Yeah, in that moment, in that period of time of getting to know them, yeah, you're going to compromise a little bit because you're now vested and you want to know where this is going to go, so hopefully you figure it out and it do mesh well. And then that's when they say 9 times out of 10 when they be like opposites attract, and you're like, damn, how that person end up with her or how she end up with him, in that capacity, because it's like you would never put them two together. Right?
Gang.
Yeah, so it's like at some point you really realize that, wow, everything I thought I wanted, I didn't, because this person brings something else out of me, so to each his own. It's like it happens.
Every situation is different. You get moments that are unexpected, and then there are moments that are expected.
Right.
So it all depends. You'll see how it works out.
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
Right.
Okay.
So what's up with what's the next
number
one?
3? Are single people really happier than people in relationships? That is definitely up for discussion. Okay, that is for sure. That's a great question. I'm
a single person now.
All right. Well, technically, we both are. I ain't got no ring on my finger, so realistically, I still am single until otherwise. Okay, on papers, you know what I'm saying. So like, you still are. Technically, if I went to like the 6 baby showers, the 6 weddings I went to, and they were like, Shay, if you don't get your single ass on this floor. I'm like, this is sad. Okay, I'm at everybody's wedding. Okay, and it was okay. It was beautiful. All the weddings I went to this year, I went to 6, by the way. Let me say that again. 6.
Black love
was in the air. It was making up from them COVID times of not being able to follow through with those engagements. So everybody got pretty much married this year. So in my singleness, would I say that I had more fun and I was happier? Freedom is a mofo. I'm gonna tell you, because the freedom that you feel, because we both been married, so the freedom aspect of knowing that you moving at your own accord and you ain't got to check in with nobody and ain't nobody bothering you about where you at or you out longer than where you supposed to be, and somebody's like, what the hell, where you at, that part right there making you feel like you back in at your mother's house. I'm like, hold on one second, let me get this straight. I'm a grown ass person. Let me check myself real quick. You know what I mean? So it's certain things, like maybe the person you with is your best friend and they make you feel happier, you know what I'm saying, because now you're sharing the burden or whatever with that person, or y'all going through life together, so that y'all compliment each other, so y'all make each other happy. But then the flip side to the process of being single is that when those special occasions come up, that's when you feel it the most, because it's like, damn, If you ain't got kids, if your children are older or whatever, they ain't really checking for you like that. So it's like, is you by your lonesome? If you're comfortable with being by yourself, then you're gonna be happier. Yes. So you're gonna be out traveling, exploring the world. Like I remember, I always have to reference to you in this point because you are the reason why I started traveling more, because you was like, listen, I'm going to New Orleans for my birthday. I'm going to turn up. I'm going to go do this and I'm going to go do that. And I was like, yo, Maine out here living. You know what I mean? And maybe it wasn't even looking or feeling that way for you, but what it showcased was, well, damn, Shay, you work all these damn jobs. You ain't even taking no time for yourself to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So get out there and just go. If nobody's going with you, then they just ain't going with you. You don't need an entourage. Go by yourself. So in that aspect, I was very happy because I started showing up for myself. So
what I will say, being single and having been in relationships with highs as well as lows, I would say it's not whether you're in a relationship or not. It's whether you, as an individual, have a level of happiness where nothing else matters.
Facts.
For me, I got that happiness to that level as a single person. So, on the surface, you would say, yeah, I'm happy and single, because you're only focused on you. You don't have to worry or please anybody else.
Right.
And count other people when you're doing certain things. If I want to go take a trip right now, I can go.
Right.
You know what I mean? As a single dad, only person I got to worry about is my child.
That's it.
She's like 15 now, dad near moves like an adult. You know, I'm already saving to try to make sure she got a car next year, because that Sweet 16 hit.
It's real. Exactly.
It is real.
Yes, it is.
But outside of her,
you
know,
I understand
parents, brother, that's it.
Yeah.
But you get to move and do certain things as you please. Now, when you're in a relationship, depending on the type of relationships, you're usually having to worry or please somebody else.
Correct.
And that takes effort. And it's only easy, in my opinion, when you're already happy within yourself.
Exactly. And that's why I said it's
and if
either
that
or.
Other person isn't happy with themselves, ooh, child.
Yeah, it ain't working. It's not working. Exactly. So, and I feel you on that, because it's like you ultimately are making yourself happy. So whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, it is not that other person's responsibility to complete you and make you happy,
That's a Will Smith bar.
And that's a whole fact, though, and I definitely was saying it before Will Smith, just FYI, all right? Is he older than me? Because then maybe he was saying that. Yeah,
he's 50-something, about to be 52, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think he got that knowledge until he hit about my age.
Until he wrote the book.
Right. So, but it's so true, though. And when I got to a point of cutting the toxicity out, leaving people alone, not responding to messages, not responding to calls, not responding to inboxes, just being completely comfortable with going out to the movies by myself, going to dinner by myself, using my rose by myself. It was a lot of good things by myself.
That's
you know what I'm
a different
saying?
level of happiness.
It was a different level.
When you start talking about roses.
Right. And when you start embracing yourself and knowing who you are. So anybody coming in, they are just adding tax. Okay? So can you add tax to my life? Okay? That part. All right? All of the above.
Are you a bonus or are you a bill?
Listen here.
That's the question.
Right.
The other thing I would say, I remember the first time I went to movies by myself. It was so fulfilling.
Yes, it was. Oh, my God. I'm with you on that one.
I was like, I got to enjoy a movie. I ain't had to explain nothing to nobody.
I don't like people talking.
I just watched, listened. Almost felt like I was at home in my living room, but I was watching on a big, big screen.
Yeah.
It was good vibes. And I went home. I didn't spend a lot of money.
Yep. I just have to be careful because, if I'm tired, I'm like, and that's not safe to be in a movie theater by yourself and falling asleep. You know what I mean? So, got to be mindful. Make sure I take a nap before I go to the movies by myself nowadays. But it's real. I want to say, like, I'm glad that I'm now getting the experience of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? So, because like I said, my person is, good energy, good vibes and stuff. So, it's like, all right, cool.
Have you
I don't
felt
mind.
your level of happiness change now that you're dealing with this person?
It has enhanced, I must say. It has
That's
enhanced.
a plus.
That's a plus. But I definitely feel it's more so like a mental thought for myself. Like, because again, it's a struggle for me because I have not been in an exclusive dating situation with anybody. Okay? I thought I was, but I was. But knowing for sure that I am, it's a different vibe, So it's where that person is very consistent and checks in throughout the day, making sure I'm good, and whatever, if I need anything or whatever. And those are the little things that matter, because it's like, oh, okay, well, he took the time to say something to me before I said something to him, or those little things. So yeah, those little perks of having someone that's vested in you, not for what you can do for them, not for what you can give, solely because of who you are, and they remind you of your worth.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to my person. Good job.
Shout out to you, bro.
So,
because Lord knows.
Oh, stop it.
Ooh.
She done had some doozies. We know.
Well, not even the doozies, just the fact that you have this opportunity.
Man, thank you. You heard that? You make sure that you're not. Because so good.
Yeah. Shay don't play.
Not at all. By no. Okay? But yeah, I want to say, like, yo, because the single shit is real. Like, you're a vibe. You're a whole vibe. And when you're a whole vibe, it is a good thing. It's a good look, regardless. Whether you're alone or with somebody. So, hey, we here for it. All right?
There's different levels to single, right?
Yeah, it is.
And there's different levels of relationships.
And I told you, I said, listen.
And
if you
we could skip into Shay's topics, but I'm gonna interject with a topic.
Go ahead, I like it.
It kind of has to do with what we were just talking about. So recently, like yesterday, Diddy announced he had another child.
She pregnant?
Who's she?
That girl.
No, not Carisha. Somebody else.
Would you shut up?
So here we go.
Would you shut up?
So here we go.
Damn, I missed this one. Go ahead on.
No, the baby was born the other day. It is. So now, you see how your eyes are lit up and everything, because you about to go, well, Carisha. So the internet, Black Twitter, Blogsphere, they're all going after Carisha, talking about, oh, you a side chick and this and that and that. Carisha, especially one particular dude, Academics. I stopped calling him a DJ because I ain't seen him DJ, and I don't think I ever seen him behind any turntable.
Okay.
But they were having a back and forth about it, which led the internet to growing and going more about it.
Okay.
Excuse me. So Carisha chimed in, I am not a side chick.
Come on. Let me know what my Aquarius said. What she said?
She just went in. She's like, I play second fiddle to no one.
Hello.
Diddy did make a post that I said. I don't know if it really was because I saw it in the feed, but I believe it's genuine. And he basically said, no, Carisha is not a side chick. That's my shorty boo cool or whatever he said, whatever nickname he gave her. He let it be known. So what I have gathered is they are both single.
Right.
But
they
connect
just enjoy each
and
other.
vibe.
And that's what she
they
said.
They are free to do whatever they want, how they want.
Yep.
Within their lines of communication and vibe.
You better know it's true. When she was up there trying to take Megan Thee Stallion down, she was not playing. She said, I go with you.
Now, I try my best. I don't like really talking about celebrities that I don't know personally or seen or interact. But I just thought it was interesting how much perception went out there once that announcement went. And it's like, we're all up in arms and they chilling.
They are. Just like how Beyonce and Jay-Z was chilling when she came out with that damn Lemonade album. So it's just like they going to make money regardless. They going to be who they are, billionaires and whatever the hell they got going on. I don't even care, but I know my Aquarius, she was not having it. And that's all I can say. Because it's like, you make a choice, and whether you comfortable in your stuff or not. Like I told you, when I was out in them streets, okay? When I was out in them streets, you couldn't tell me nothing. And I ain't care what nobody had to say. It did not matter. But like I said before, I paid my karma deck, and I know not to do that ever again, okay? Because it is real. Because when it come back, all right? So now you making a conscious decision, a conscious choice to have a mutual understanding about, and we talked about this before. If you have an understanding with somebody, you can do whatever it is that you choose to do. Because my person, trust me, he completely understands that if Santana, if she comes,
that's where we going.
We gonna go there because we had that conversation. I'm like, I'm sorry. I just need you to know that is probably the only person that will take precedence over this situation.
You hear this?
I am so very serious. Like, I will absolutely convert that night. Be like, oh, you're interested. Okay. I reloaded. Yes, I have. Okay. Are we going out on a date? We are, really.
Speaking of karma, another celeb couple that was recently in the news, but no longer a couple, Safari and Erica Mena.
Oh, yeah.
I brought that up because you brought up Sensitina. So there was a meme that posted her before when they first got together and then after. Let's just say the after was not as flattering as the before. But the caption said what you just said.
Right.
Period. Karma debt.
Yeah. It is. It's real. And it's like you gotta know what it is. And that's why I said communication is everything. I don't think people will have the problems that they have if they communicated what they really, really want, Like, I had somebody who, at some point, he was on my bucket list. And I was like,
your bucket list or your...
not that list. He was on my bucket list of people that I wanted to see what his lips felt like. So,
yeah, right. Exactly. So it is that list.
It is that type of. Well, it ain't really because it's all encompassing. Everybody has a list.
It's a conversation.
It was yes.
But only his lips are talking.
Right. So he happened to inbox me and was like, I just want you to know that I never said anything, but that you snatched my soul that night. Because I was like, oh. Well, that's nice to know because, there was really, it really was just like, I ain't going to blame it on the alcohol because I knew what I was doing. And I'm like, I really just want to kiss this person. It was no sex or nothing like that. I just wanted to know what his lips felt like. And it was, so, right, exactly, because you thinking it's some other stuff. No, it did not lead to anything. It was, I did what I needed to do, and that was the premises of it. And it was like, okay, well, if I ever get a chance to experience you, I just want you to know I plan on snatching your soul. That's what the person said. And I said, I have every bit of confidence that you probably would. I don't even doubt it, not 1 ounce. But that was not part of my bucket list that I wanted to experience.
That was not the agenda.
No. I said, so I thank you, but there's no other further conversation we need to have about it because it was unnecessary. But I definitely was like, okay. Thank you for letting me know that, but it's not going to happen. That's very nice,
That's nice to know. Thanks for sharing.
But those are the moments where you say, like, being single, those things you could do. Like, so if certain things you say you want to be happy and you want to go, just like Carisha and Diddy, you could do whatever you want to do. So it's like, oh, I want to see what that feel like. I want to do this stuff. Like somebody, again, most recently thinking somebody's going to spin the block was like, I don't want you to get mad, but can I eat you? No, you cannot. Okay, like that opportunity has far surpassed. Goodbye. Okay, you don't get to sniff it, whiff it, anything. Okay, goodbye. All right. So that was very interesting for me because it's like people say things to try to drop jewels to see how if you have evolved in that. Are you going to double back? And I'm like, no, I'm happy. You know what I mean?
Well,
and that's the part.
It's just about discipline.
Yeah.
Because for me, just a number of women. Mm-hmm. I say number, but it's not that big. But it's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely. We would go there.
Mm-hmm.
But the discipline of me thinks about consequences.
Right. Any of them psychotic?
I don't know. That's the consequence that you have. Well, if you don't know,
right?
Why would you find out later?
Because I'm
they
telling
will
you,
probably be psychotic.
Because Lord,
women
are different.
I know what I do,
but women are different now, and I'm talking about there is a level of obsession that has been going around. I don't know if that's just like a live spirit that's happening, but they don't know. I'm sorry. Let me be clear, because you understand. I know I'm a woman, but I'm talking from the perspective of witnessing a lot of the stuff firsthand with some people that I know that just don't know how to let go. And I'm like, when did you get like this?
In my opinion, I don't think it's about letting go. I think it's about the idea of control and ownership, and that's mine. It's like going to the playground and you're in the sandbox and you have to share the shovel, but there's only one shovel for 20 people in the sandbox.
Listen here.
That's where the fight starts.
I'm trying to tell you.
And, then there's this broken shovel on the side that nobody wants. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't get the same attention or vibe as the shovel that everybody wants.
Yeah.
And the one that everybody wants causes the most conflict.
I'm trying to tell you. And
there are women that
be politically correct.
Do not like each other for the simple fact that they're attracted to the same dude. And they don't know each other. They just know of each other and that she likes the dude I like.
Right.
It's real.
It's real. When somebody told me, I don't like you because my man like you, ma'am, you have deeper rooted insecurities than I could ever address. Okay.
At least she told you.
No, at least she told me. Yeah, good job. Okay. But I know you're going to take that negative ass energy and go sit somewhere, because guess what? I don't like your man. So you can have all that. All right. So let's be clear. And then and like I said, firsthand, I'm only speaking from my experience, so don't come for me, because men clearly do the same thing as well. Mm-hmm. But when I tell you, the inboxes, the experiences of people just saying, Lord, so you used to talk to so-and-so? Okay. Where we going with this? Do he still be trying to girl, bye. If you don't go ask that man,
it ain't got nothing to do with you.
Ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing. I said I don't even breathe in that direction, so I don't know what that is about. Okay.
I can tell you what it's about. Mm-hmm. You aren't the only other person that man is interested in or giving energy to. Mm-hmm. And it's literally just an interview process.
Right.
Now, some women get fed up and ready to go. Other women
stay too long. I was one of them.
Hold on, clingy.
Uh-huh.
Mine is mine.
Well, that you stay too long. Like, you know what it is, and you giving that person the benefit of the doubt because they consistently just coming in like, oh, I'm not gonna do that, or that's not what it is. I'm sorry if it looked that way. It's not
I
that
don't
way.
even love these hoes.
Yeah, exactly. And it'd be like, yeah,
I
okay,
love you.
get out of here. You know, doing the most. And I
Look,
just feel,
I'm home. I'm not out in these streets. Don't listen to these hoes.
Can I digress into my topic a little bit?
Go ahead.
At what age?
At what age?
When
what?
it comes to men, because now I'm speaking in terms of men, do the games stop?
The games stop. In my opinion, the games stop when that man actually finds the person that fits exactly whatever list he may have as wife. And it goes beyond looks, goes beyond personality, goes beyond energy. It's just a metaphysical event that happens where the light bulb goes off and it's boom.
Okay.
Now, here's the catch, though. When that happens for that man, if that woman plays him,
it's a downhill for the next person. Lord.
It's hard for that man to get back to that. Because now everything's fair game.
Ain't that something?
You done hurt me. You done scarred me. I put down all, my roster was clear.
Okay.
You were the starting five all by your damn self.
Okay.
And you played me? Man, fuck these hoes.
Right. Okay.
So
all right.
That's one aspect.
Yep.
The other aspect is some men just don't care to want to stop the game. That's their thing. That's what they like and enjoy doing.
Okay.
And it would be okay, but the problem is they're not just affecting them. They're affecting other people.
Absolutely.
And it ripples.
It is a domino effect.
Because I definitely know, like, I'm in some travel groups, right? And sometimes these travel groups have these conversations online. And you can tell somebody done ran through the group.
Lord.
And some of the women will catch issues or feelings. And the dude is sitting there chilling.
Real.
Ain't nobody my girl.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. There's some women that do it too. They'll run through the whole squad.
Yeah. I had somebody that
one by one, each trip.
Yeah. I had somebody definitely tell me some dumb shit like that about I didn't feel the need to tell you because we're not together and you didn't ask. And I said, oh, so I mean, realistically, you're right.
Yeah.
But trust and believe it, you won't get another opportunity to do that. So it's a choice, okay? And it's a live choice because I didn't ask, but I knew what was going on.
Well, you also have to, the dude has to pay attention to who and what he's dealing with. And some do, some don't.
Yeah. Some
try to and can't because they haven't grown past their own. They're only looking at from their lens.
Right.
They don't have their bifocals out yet.
Yes.
Or trifocals.
Neither or. And I do recall that same person was just like, you're the type of woman that you probably would wait around for me to be ready. Like, and this was his perspective. And when he said that, I was like, what the hell?
What do you mean?
What gave you that thought process that I would be just sitting around waiting for you to figure it out?
And see, that's a misconception. So,
ooh,
here's another thing that's been trending.
Shout out to you.
Right? So not only have there been men online on social media, repeating this narrative, even some women have been talking about themselves in this narrative, where women are no longer considered a prize because the realization to the fact is the ones, the baddies, the most attractive women, the internet girls and internet models and IG models, they tend to look at the man that is wealthy or rich, is above 6 feet, just has all these qualities and these things of materialistic and surface value.
Okay.
And those men are now realizing, if they haven't previously already, I'm not chasing after you.
Right.
I'm desirable. I am the catch.
I told you what the internet has done for people. Because when I had Big Papa basically run through 1,000 women and was like, oh, you ain't know I was the shit? I was like, I said, Biggie said it. I'm black, ugly. Biggie
down
did
to
the socks. And it's real. And it's like the internet has given them the wings. Like when it was like big men are in and here's a 6 foot or better and what was it, like probably 450 or better or whatever.
With money or the illusion of money.
Listen.
They have gathered women to flock to them. In such a way, because a lot of those women have not, some of those women have not created value for themselves outside of their physical appearance and beauty.
Yeah, but it's something because they got big TikTok, and I have always not. I don't know. It's kind of weird because I'm like, I'm not a person that I feel like I have a type or whatever, but
we all have a type, Shay.
That's what I heard. And I've never thought I had a type or whatever until I started seeing like the type of people. And I said, oh, the only type that it appeared that I had was a narcissist. That was the type that it appeared I liked. So coming off of that trauma, I learned to do better. Like
I definitely have a type with variables.
You ain't healing nobody. Okay.
I have a type with variables.
Tell me what's your type.
With variables.
Oh my God. Describe.
So physical appearance, right? I could vibe, and not necessarily they have to exactly look like this person, but like a Melissa Ford.
Hello.
That'll draw my attention, right?
Good stuff. Okay.
But a Lapita would also draw my attention.
Okay.
Or, who's another? Or an Ashanti. Or Carrie Hilson.
Yeah.
What do they all have in common?
Strong, independent, outgoing, bootylicious. Their eyes, man.
See, I rock with you.
You like
you literally picking it apart. I didn't even have to say anything. Like what? But there's more. What else? What is the other key aspect to them?
They're very natural. They're not all done up. Like Ashanti is like a natural beauty. Like she doesn't have to do much in order to showcase her beauty. So, and all the rest of them too. So, yeah, I would say that. And it's not necessarily all about the body, but they are well proportioned and fit, and just carry themselves well. Like they are real women. Okay.
They're real.
Period.
They're all comfortable in their own skin. They all have dealt with adversity.
Yep.
But have never folded.
Right. Completely. Yeah. As I said, strong, independent, got it. So good stuff, man. Okay. Yeah, but we like stuff like that, and that's what I'm saying. It's just like you look at life and you love. Like for me, I love a man with a drive. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't want to have to think for you. We could collab together, but I don't want to think for you. I don't want to say. I just don't want to do that all the time. Like once in a blue moon, cool, because you bounce ideas off the person that iron sharpen iron. You know what I mean? But not to the point where I have to really spell it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, oh my God, where we trying to go with this? What we doing?
I think the older women get, the less patience they have for a man that is not
evolving
together.
I'm gonna say evolving, yes, because if you're not showing something that you're trying to get to a next level, because you mentioned patience, right? Like that part. None of us are promised tomorrow. Okay?
Yeah.
We are knocking on another generation. Okay?
Right.
And as we're getting there and we're getting up there, because I sure enough have been having a reality check with myself, like, you're about to be 45. 45, okay, in a couple of months. All right?
I got some time.
This is yeah. Like, you thinking about it? Like, where we at with this shit? Like,
So what we doing? We partying or what? What we doing?
Listen, okay. So in my mind, I'm just like, this is something big to celebrate. Because Tammy was just like, shout out to Lady T. She said, "You're not going to do nothing. You turning 45," and I'm like, it is a milestone, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And I'm like, but I really am selective of my process. So I'm like, I really don't want to be.
I'm
first
definitely
off,
either
it's
doing something
during
back at Essence Fest or up here. That's gonna be.
Yeah, that's my thing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like
That's
I want
not
to.
till July.
I want to go somewhere, and I feel like I don't just. And I said this before. I don't feel like just because my birthday's in February that I can't celebrate 45
all year round.
Yeah, but also just in a warm month, because there's certain things that, unless I really am saying, like, my birthday falls on a Wednesday, I think. So it's like, are you like going away on a Wednesday to do something? No, you're not. You're probably gonna do the weekend before or whatever. I can.
Well, but
yeah,
you and your schedule probably not.
Yeah,
but.
probably not. Yeah. So, because truly, the new semester would have just been started. So I'm like, I would not be going too far, because
they get a week off in February or something like that.
Not the first week. We just coming back to school, basically, because the end of January starts their
President's
spring
Day weekend,
semester.
Right?
Yeah.
You can.
I'll figure something out.
After that.
Yeah, but it's not about that. The point that I was making was in terms of the age, okay, and then that longevity that people think they have and they don't. You know, so it's like, I'm trying to monopolize on the opportunity of knock, knock, here we are, what are we doing? Okay? Because let's go. All right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, when you with people who enrich and want to see you win, and y'all all on the same wave and stuff like that, you know, hence the reason for us and our future endeavors.
Yeah.
It's like, those are the people that you want to be around. Like, you don't want to be around motherfuckers that just is like, I'm complacent and I'm happy where I'm at. No, the fuck I'm not. Where we at? Where we going? What we doing next? Okay?
What's up?
Right. So, that's it. But good stuff, man. Okay. I feel you. We here for this.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Where we at now? Let's see. You got any more topics?
I'm good. No, that was it. That age thing was something for me right there.
It is interesting because, you know, so this weekend, I got the DJ, the Absu, holiday party.
Okay.
I'm also part of Absu as well, since I work in the school district.
Okay.
So it was funny to me to watch how people will get up and dance. One song, two songs, and they right back to sitting down. Most of those folks were older than me.
Right.
And I'm just, you know, and it was also interesting because the same day, a fella union member, they had a funeral for him, who he had suddenly passed away from, I believe, a heart attack.
Okay.
50.
Wow. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I mean? So.
It's real.
And it was definitely unexpected. So. Do your best to celebrate and enjoy your life as much as you can.
Right.
You know, I plan to lose this gut now because I'm tired of looking at it. Y'all see me moving in the screen. It's because I'm tired of seeing my gut sticking out like it is.
Look at me.
I do get a lot of, you know, teddy bear compliments and all this other stuff. Yeah, I'm good with the teddy bear.
Because it fits you well. But
it's wintertime, that's all.
Ain't fucking winter. It is what it is. Let me tell you something. I talked about it before, and I mean every bit of it when I say it wholeheartedly. And I know my kids, they laugh at me when I be on my, I didn't even realize this thing was turned up. But they laugh at me when I simply say, like, I have never been so comfortable in my own skin where I do not give a shit about the weight gain. I don't care about none of it. And I've never been that person. I'm like, yo, I'm starting to see my double chin. I'm getting my arms getting bigger. My gut. And I promise you to God, I'm like, I don't care. Like, it is what it is at this particular point. Now, when I do give a damn, then that's my choice. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to be in this space, and they say that when you turn 45, like, oh, you're about to be on that level. When you get to your 40s, that's what they were saying. Like, you really do not care what anybody has to say, do this, that, and the third. Because before, you thought you wasn't living for people, but you were. You know what I'm saying? Like, you played this role, And I was like, no, I have a good relationship with myself in such a manner that I am very much so happier than I ever was when I was really that Bklyn Shay. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whoa, that's evolution for me. Because all before, I'd be like, yo, I gotta work out. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. We got a show coming up. Oh, I gotta get fit. I gotta do this. No, absolutely not. Because clearly, regardless of the factor of me being that size, it did not matter. Okay.
I mean, you still got the hourglass. That's always gonna be a plus.
Well, that's a plus, and that's a great thing. However, the fact of you being comfortable, man, in your own skin.
Well, that's the problem. No longer comfortable.
No, I feel you. No, I understand you.
But I hear what you say.
But you got to understand that perception is everything, right? Because you say stuff to me, and I be like, nah, I don't feel that way. But it's the outside looking in. So, like, I'm looking at you. I'm like, man, you look good. Ain't nobody saying nothing about, oh, you look all big or whatever. This stuff. That's not it. But you have to do it for you, which you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you get to that point where you say, like, it's all about health and you want to be here for longevity, like, I'm about to be a grandma. I do want to be here for my grandbaby. Exactly. So, and I want to be able to keep up with her. Okay. So at some point, I'm going to adjust my process.
Yes.
But in the meantime, you going to get this fupa and whatever Jelly Rolls is coming out. My 6-pack in my back. And that ain't in my front. I am very comfortable with that. All right. I'm like, you better grab that roll. Get it.
Okay.
It's all good.
It is all good.
So, yes. All right. Well, this has been great. It's always a pleasure. We back at it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's always good luck. So go ahead on, man. Talk about what you got coming up.
We got
clearly New Year's. We know you partying like this. Was it 1995?
Tomorrow night, Wind Down Wednesday. Shout out to TGIF. Be at Lark Hall. I'll be flicking it up. That's picture. Battle of Sexes. Thursday, I'm doing a DJ in a company holiday, a black-owned tech company.
Nice.
Holiday party at Zen.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
Very nice.
And then New Year's Eve.
Still booked and busy.
Showbiz Live.
Here for it.
We are going to have a great, epic night.
Okay.
There are actually bottle packages available. However, the catch is you have to pre-order them. You have until December 26th if you want to order the pre-package, Moet bottles. We have groups set up and so forth. There's about 4 packages available. 2 to 6 people packages. So make sure you get on that. Other than that, just go on to maineventlive.com. Get your tickets now. You missed the early birds. We had the early birds for about 3 weeks.
Okay. And it had to be Moet?
Yeah, it's all champagne. It's New Year's.
All champagne. Okay.
New Year's.
I'm just going to look at the camera real quick. Okay. because your girl over here does sell champagne, but she was not asked to be a part of those packages that they're delivering out and stuff. So
here's the thing. When you're dealing with venues in this area, they are only allowed to sell what their distributor gives them. So talk to your company about getting your wine in those distributors for these venues.
Understood, Maine. Sounds good. But you see my look, right? Right. Because he said it had to be pre-sale, right? In advance.
Yeah, because they have to order from their distributor.
But it wasn't as if we couldn't have an outside black vendor that was doing something.
Here we go.
On
Just
the
shooting
side.
shots.
I'm just saying, show, Maine, all y'all.
So when I do have my own venue, then we'll talk.
I'm just saying.
But as I said, we had a great time. Black Friday. Somebody missed it.
I did. I was sick.
It was an epic night. It was wild and fun. A lot of people that don't go out were out, and they all literally almost verbatim, yo, Maine, I didn't know this was your party. Yo, I need to come out and see more of this. Like, I actually had fun.
Good.
There was
That's
no
what's up.
craziness or nothing, no drama, no beefing. People just came, had a good time.
Yeah. And that
There's a
venue
lot of
had
family
some
in
good food. Listen, oh my God.
There was a lot of good looking people in the building, well dressed too.
Nice.
There wasn't no t-shirts like that in the building. You can go to the website and see the pics.
Okay.
Shout out to Kev Thompson Jr. with the photo booth.
I love it.
He'll be back for New Year's Eve. So just make sure y'all hop up on those tickets and get it. Don't wait till the last minute because the price go up. Yesterday's price
is not
in my Fat Joe voice.
Yeah.
Is not today's price.
Understood. Y'all have a great time. I'm gonna be working. So
and then after
so
that, once a month we will be at Stadium.
Okay.
Just stay tuned to Maine Event Live for that.
Is it?
In the new year, we got something hopefully popping off very soon that y'all might enjoy as well.
Right. So New Year's Eve into the 1st, right? Yeah.
31st. Yeah.
Right. So it's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday night.
Oh. I am not working. Wait a minute now.
I might need to put you to work.
No,
I don't
she does.
know.
She does it. Wait a minute. Let me get my thought process. Am I working? I'm gonna see. I don't think I'm working. I don't think I am.
Might have to put you to work.
Time and a half. I could get that money. I could get that
Tammy
money.
ditched me.
She did.
And I'm still, I was going to have her work with Alyssa, who usually works my door as well.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Tammy has
She's
hosting. Yeah, she's hosting the event.
Yep.
Okay.
Shout out to her.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Shout out to everybody out here doing great things. Y'all.
I ain't mad, but
Real
I'm
talk.
mad.
Yeah. Tell me about that paper. So yeah, I love it. It's good stuff. I'm just happy that
What you got going on?
as of right now, we are interested enough. So I want to shout out Keisha, okay, who we did the fundraiser for So You Think You Got Talent, for just working with us and being so patient, because we still have to present stuff to her, but because I had the wedding after So You Think You Got Talent, and then I had not been down here to this space, and then after that, what was it? Something happened. We had an event, and then that's when then I was planning for my daughter's stuff. Then I caught the flu, and then everything else under the sun.
Somebody's booked and busy.
Yeah,
Damn self talking about me.
It's been busy. So we will be presenting to her around Christmas time the check that we have for her. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I still have to plan accordingly for the young adults and the groups that were together, so we could finalize that as well. And I think I'll probably do that at the beginning of the year, just coming into the new year to bless them in that capacity, because it's just been like the days have gone, and I'm like, holy crap, look where we at.
Time is not slowing down.
No, it's
so
not slowing down, and
get
it
it
is
right.
It is on this wave where I'm just like, holy crap. crappity crap. So yeah, so shout out to her. You know, I've been keeping her abreast about everything that's going on. So it's just been crazy. So it's like when we do things, we want to do it right. So it has to be presented right and everything. So good stuff. And outside of that is selling candles. I'm selling candles now. So if anybody's looking for holiday items, I'm doing my manifestation oils and my crystals and all my Zen and spiritual stuff. So if anybody want packages and want different things, they can holler at me. Definitely hit me up, Bklyn Shay. And we can come up with some wonderful packages for the holiday times. So I'm looking forward to that. So I definitely need Maine to help me and take some pictures from my merchandise. So that's about it. That's what I got.
Well, we will have a space to do that.
Yep. So I'm really excited about that. So really. But that's it. That's all I really have happening outside about to being a grandmother. That's it.
All right.
Okay.
So, that concludes the 34th episode of Dear Love and Lust podcast. Make sure you follow us on maineventlive.com/Dear Love and Lust or on our Facebook page. Coming soon to YouTube. I'm going to get there.
Absolutely.
By the new year, you will have episodes on maineventlive.com, Facebook, and YouTube. Also the Merchant Empower. We still got t-shirts for sale on the maineventlive.com /shop. And also holla at Bklyn Shay for
these beautiful glasses. Yes, absolutely. We got those too. Yeah.
Follow Bklyn Shay on all social media. Check out her movement with her temple and all upcoming ventures. And finally, if you have any questions on love, sex, relationships, email us at dearloveandlust@gmail.com and we will respond to them in the next episode.
Absolutely.
And that's it.
And imaginary roses is in the air. Peace.
Peace.
I love it.